What up, everybody? We are back to break down this UFC on ESPN Plus 3 Fight Night Prague Santos versus Blachowicz card. Holy shit, these names are not getting easier, are they?
No, they're not. They're just not. Yeah, ESPN Plus, whatever you want.
Yeah, shouts out to,
Sure.
I believe it was TJ Santos or one of those guys who came up with the phrase, the ESPN guest list era, which I'm still a big fan of with the +3. Let's see. So before we start this off, I'm going to do a little experiment here with this fucking Ballast Point beer because I don't trust it, Chris.
So you have a real New England or hazy right now?
Well, define real.
So
I don't have one from New England.
Well, you have a beer that's actually hazy.
I think so. I don't remember the last time I poured in a glass, so we're gonna find out.
Okay.
But I have the Ballast Point. This is gonna be backwards, but Ballast Point Passing Hazy IPA. This is what this beer looks like. By the way, shouts out to this Elysian glass. I hate that everything is fucking mirrored. So this is what this looks like. Oh god, that was me spilling everywhere. So I mean, it's just not hazy, and it looks a little hazy on stream, but it doesn't look like super hazy, especially when compared to. I also have from Mickler Brewing the Staff Magician, which is I think I got this can for $3, and I got the 6-pack of Ballast Point Passing Haze for $10. So and
that sounds about right.
Well, this is a 16 ounce also, so it's like maybe 50 cents more for the beer. And this is what this one looks like.
And this is supposed to be
you're
hazy
immediately
too,
going to be able to see it looks hella more fucking hazy.
Yeah.
And I haven't even poured the bottom of it, but you can tell it definitely has a much more significant haze to it. Also, shouts out to Resident Brewing down here in San Diego. And shouts out to Balboa Tap Houses, which is where I got almost all of these fucking glasses. But it's just, in comparison, like side by side on these, you can tell one is much hazier than the other. And they're actually... and neither of these are like fucking milkshakes like the God, what are some good examples? Like the Focal Banger, which we had on the show before, or the of course Treehouse is like the go-to fucking orange juice bomb example. So
or the Belgian Beaver vanilla orange milkshake thing, whatever they got going.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that thing is.
Yeah.
So but also this Staff Magician is much better. But yeah, what are you drinking?
Don't have a hazy IPA or New England. I have the Can't Go Wrong Sour Goza Fruitlands from Modern Times.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a great like go-to affordable goes.
Yeah, so picked up that good old value pack at Costco.
Those are real solid, the variety.
For like $28 or some shit like that, which is a crazy fucking deal.
Yeah, it's got the Blazing World.
Pack is usually like $12. So
yeah, and
it had it's Blazing World. This one is Fruitlands, City of the Sun, which is like an regular American IPA,
I thought, right?
No, City of the Sun's an IPA.
You're right.
There's another one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's
the stout,
a pale ale. It's like their staple beer, and then they have Ice, which is their vegan lager, which is really solid. Very, very drinkable beer.
Vegan lager or Vienna lager?
Vegan.
Oh, weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a vegan beer. It's really good.
I've seen it around. I haven't tried it.
It's called Ice, and aptly so, it just goes down smooth as fuck. It's just one of those, like, it's hot as fuck outside. And I was just like, I'm drinking this, like, dude, give me this over, like, some fucking shitty light beer. I'll chug this fucking pint.
It's tropical as hell, if I remember right. Cool, man. Well, we will go ahead and get into this card. I now have 2 pints of beer I have to navigate while typing, so this is going to get interesting real quick. But why don't you kick us off with the first fight of the night for this Prague card?
So yeah, let me not see my face. So let's go ahead and kick this off. As you see me looking very confused, not confused, just intent on reading and looking at these. The first strike we have is if my computer would stop being a piece of shit, and not being able to open a tab, we have a lightweight bout between, I don't know what flag it is. It looks like Kazakhstan, just from the thumbnail.
I'm not
Damir
sure.
Ismagulov.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Kazakhstan. Nailed it.
Wow, that was a good guess. Maybe it's because I watched and my computer is taking a shit. It is loading forever.
It's Damir Ismagulov.
He's fighting.
Yeah, for Joel Alvarez out of Spain.
Out of Spain. Let me go and close like all these fucking tabs I have.
You're a regular Phil McKenzie this week.
Yeah, too many fucking things that I have open. I don't need to have open. And all right, well, the Kazakhstani guy loaded up. So he has a professional MMA record of 17 wins, 1 loss. Looks like he's a champion in an organization.
I mean, he's holding the belt in his picture, so you would think. Oh, he's at a fighter gym.
That's a solid fucking name. Like, what are you going to call it? We fight. Sure. Okay, yeah, this thing's lagging. You just like, am I sure I'm not in SureDog right now? Because that's what it feels like.
Here, I can run it if you want.
Anyways.
You got it?
Okay, cool, I got it. So, actually, you know what? No, I don't, because this guy isn't loading at all. Yeah.
So, Damir Ismagulov is coming off the win over Alex Georges back at the UFC Fight Night 142 card, which was a dominant fucking win. Alex Georges kind of just looked lost and kept just motioning to the ref from bottom that he should get stood up. He also tried to Sydney slap Damir almost every time, which did not turn out well for him. And he's taken on Joel Alvarez, who I did not see much of any fucking footage for. Good luck finding any. I literally couldn't find much of anything. And so just based off of the fact that Damir was able to out-wrestle somebody, and I've never seen Joel Alvarez, and he's out of Spain, I'm going to pick Damir via decision.
Yeah, I'm going to go that way too. Just because I know some of the Spanish fighters, they're kind of more of an unknown for now. They're kind of an oddity. It's just because there's a lack of Spanish fighters, really.
Right.
At least that you're European and are from Spain. Because the only guy I think that identifies Spanish, at least that's the solid fighter, is Juan Archuleta from Bellator, as far as Spanish fighters go. But yeah, I'm going to go with the guys. Yeah, I like it.
I think that's a smart pick. What are odds looking like on that?
Yeah, so God fucking damn it, dude. My computer is running fine, and now it's just I know I need to get a new laptop. This thing's fucking old as shit. It's just ancient, man.
That'll need to get you wired connection.
I'm just gonna be looking at my fucking phone for the rest of this shit for right now. But
oh yeah, that'll work.
Dude, can I not even? Okay. Oh, they have it way up here? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me look at the... Okay. You're like, what is he staring at, man? Dude, so we're going with... Is that what we're kind of sticking with?
What's that?
Unofficially, we're going with Bovada again for our best fight odds? Unofficially?
Sure, yeah.
Or do you want Bet DSI?
Now, let's go... Sure, yeah. Let's go Bet DSI since I think they sponsor Punch Drunk Sports.
And they sponsor Believe You Me. All right. And I think Chael's podcast. A lot of people. So Bet DSI. Damir Ismagulov is the favorite at minus 315 to a plus 255 underdog of Joel Alvarez. Those are the fight odds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Next fight we have...
Some of these fights are really fucking competitive, and this next one.
This one seems like Yeah, this is going to be competitive. I recognize both of these guys. We have Rustam Khabilov, the Tiger from Dagestan, if I believe.
Yep.
Nope. He's basically from there, but he's from where Zabit is, which is Makhachkala, Russian.
Sure.
I don't. Makhachkala, yeah, Makhachkala, Russia. Which is, I think it's east of Dagestan. They're like pretty much a neighboring cities.
Sure.
He fights out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's a Sambo fighter. like a lot of Russian grapplers are. He is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight win streak.
He's on a 1 fight losing streak since fucking Kajan Johnson absolutely won that last fight.
Oh, well, shouts out to me for getting that fight. Apologies to both fighters.
So, to be fair, that was the one that they cut Kajan off of, and it was a close fight, but Kajan rocked him bad with the head kick at the end of the first round and then fucked him up pretty good in the third round. So, it's a really bad decision.
I'll have to go back and watch that, but I'll take your word for it. That's a shame, especially when a fight gets taken from you. But some people's counter arguments is don't leave it in the hands of the judges.
So God.
That. I know. That's actually – I don't like that argument because look at GSP's historic run with his 13 title wins. And
that's what I always – yeah, that's
so,
what I always tell the ice skaters in the Olympics is don't leave it to the hands of the judges.
Yeah, right. There's any sort of competition that literally means scoring. You need like some sort of – yeah, you get the fucking idea. Yep. Brazilian fighter Diego Ferreira. Last time we saw him was at UFC 231, Holly versus Ortega last December. He defeated Kyle Nelson via ground and pound at near the middle end of the second round. Before that, he defeated Jared Gordon with punches at the end of the first round or beginning of the first round. So because Ferreira, looking at his record here, he has a lot of decision victories. Khabibov is a guy that both of these guys are I don't want to say they're decision fighters because, like we just mentioned, you can't take away. It's just how the way they fight. It's their style of fights, who they fight. If it goes to decision, it goes to decision. And not everyone has to be fucking one punch knockout power.
And they both had some pretty fucking crazy fights recently, and some tough competition.
I'm not really kind of sure where I want to lean on this one.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this one a lot.
Part of me's thinking Ferreira. I know he has, but they're like in 2016, like against OAM at the time.
Right.
I think he hasn't fought too much. I mean, he's fought recently. He fought twice last year.
Yeah. Well, and he was on a USADA suspension, I believe, at some point. I think that was the big gap. Yeah, something like that. And then that OAM fight's kind of interesting because he ate a lot of kicks from OAM, but he also was able to get the back in the third, and it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think this fight's definitely going to decision based on the resumes here. If I were to just, I think I'm going to go with Khabibov. I know Ferreira is probably a decent BJJ practitioner. He's probably comfortable off his back, but I can't go against a Sambo guy and a guy who probably can just kind of, not at will, because I'm not saying everyone's like a Habib. That's kind of from that Dagestan, that caucus over there.
He does have that ACB style, though, where it's all fucking, either like pressure wrestling with some hands and then spinning shit.
But that's just my gut feeling on this. I'm going with Khabibov via unanimous decision. I don't want to say split because you can't really call it. I mean, you can because it'll probably be a really fucking close fight.
Yeah.
Looking at the fact that both of these guys go to decision quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's a tough. I think basically whoever wins the scrambles in this fight is probably going to take it. I think I'm going to take Ferreira with not a lot of confidence. I just think he probably is going to win more of the scrambles, and I think if he does, he is I believe 3rd degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he has a pretty slick ground game. He did really well against OAM, got the back in the third, and didn't look super out of place. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous is Khabibov does throw a lot of kicks and Ferreira eats a lot of kicks. So that makes me a little nervous, but I think this probably goes to decision. So I'm going to take Ferreira in it, but with not a lot of confidence.
I like it though.
Especially coming off of a good win, but still the Kyle Nelson fight was weird because Kyle Nelson fucked him up to the body pretty bad at first and was throwing haymakers the entire time, but then Kyle Nelson just gassed because it was his debut and he had a huge adrenaline dump, and then from there Ferreira was able to take over. So I feel like if Rustam at all slows down, I think that Fajeda can start taking over and winning scrambles. But if Habla was able to keep his distance and work a kicking game, this could be a long fucking night for Diego, especially if any body kicks start landing.
Yeah, I mean, good point. You broke it down better than I could have as far as between a close fight such as this.
I finally did some fucking tape study, so.
Yes, it's been a couple weeks for me. I hate to admit. The odds
you went 8-4 last week, so not too shabby.
I guess I can't knock that, but sometimes
I went 7-5 because fucking Kane's knees are held together with paper clips.
Yeah, so if you're curious on this, according to BetDSI, Khabib, it's gonna be close. He's a -126 favorite to a -104 to Fajeda. So
that sounds about right.
So this next fight, however, is interesting to me because you have 5'6", 5'7", former lightweight Michel Praceres, who couldn't make weight. He's basically a fucking meatball who is a grappler, and he bull rushes you.
Man, I wonder, actually, you know what? I might have accidentally thrown Carlos Diego Fajeda under the bus. I'm not sure if he popped for USADA. I think it might have been injuries that pulled him out.
For injury?
I see. There's a couple. There's like, oh, no, you know what? Yeah, Fajeda failed the drug test in the Abel Trujillo fight. So, yeah. Wow. And Praceres, I believe, is also coming off of. Is he? No, he's not. It's a dude later on the card. Right?
So Praceres' opponent, this is interesting. It's his UFC debut. They must be confident in this guy. And I was looking at his rap sheet. He's Austrian. His name is Ismail Nardiv. I said that probably super wrong. But he's known as the Austrian Wonder Boy. And I'm like, Wonder Boy? Wonder why? Well, this guy has a fuckload of spinning wheel kick and punch knockouts in ACB.
Yeah.
Lots of kicks. So that's exciting. What's not exciting is his opponent Praceres is fucking way shorter than him, and it's gonna be like, hey, I see you're spinning shit, and I'm just gonna one up you and take you to the fucking ground and pound you. And I think that's how this is gonna go. I know that's not fair because I haven't seen this guy, the Austrian Wonder Boy, fight. He just might, in fact, knee the fuck out of Praceres and put him into oblivion. Who knows?
Possible.
Crazy shit. It's possible, but I have to go with Praceres. And because my golden rule is if I haven't seen you fight or it's your debut, I usually don't go with you unless you're super hyped and you were a champion in, say, like Bellator or something like that.
A recognizable promotion. Yeah. So I definitely mixed dudes up. Praceres did not pop, but Praceres was supposed to be fighting Ramzan Emiev on this card, and Ramzan Emiev pulled out via injury not that long ago, I want to say, and Nurdiev is a late notice replacement, so that should be interesting.
It should be.
Yeah,
and that makes a lot more fucking sense.
Yeah, for sure. Trattor is coming off that quick ass win over Bartosz Fabinski, where he caught the guillotine after clubbing the shit out of him on the feet.
Yeah.
And then Nardiev is coming out of XFN and ACB. Not a lot of footage, so I don't have a lot of notes on this one. God. The size is the only thing that really worries me in this fight. But I think I gotta take Praceres just off of having seen more of him fight. And he's been fighting more. He's been fighting a higher level of competition for much longer. However, ACB is one of those leagues that, even though it's run by horrible fucking people who should probably all be put in the ground, or ACA now, I believe it's called. But yeah, it's hard for me to lean towards a dude who he's had one fight. Holy shit. He had a fight 2 weeks ago.
Well, he must have knocked that dude the fuck out.
Well, 36 seconds in. So, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take Praceres probably via sub. Probably. I wouldn't take guillotine. Probably RNC, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Some kind of sub. Probably in the first round.
Okay.
What method you have?
I was thinking ground and pound, but I'm gonna have to go with
That's
you.
not a bad pick.
I'm gonna have to go with you and say sub. I feel like someone who like this Austrian guy, I know it's in different promotions, is knocking dudes out left and right. He probably has a chin because that's probably how he conditions himself. He's kind of battle tested.
Right.
Not that always is the case, but I'm going to stick with that. I think he's going to get a sub as well. I think like a Kimura or some shit or a guillotine. I'll say guillotine.
Kimura's not a bad pick, especially
but
for
I think I'll go Kimura based on the other guys a lot taller than him, and he's probably pretty lanky. If he's called fucking Wonder Boy, this guy's probably got some crazy reach.
Yeah, he's definitely long for sure. And Praceres is a fucking just a little powerhouse. He
reminds me of Matt Serra.
Yeah, or he reminds me of a couple dudes. He actually reminds me a little bit of Tanquinho without the heel hooks that he holds on to for way too long. That's not his nickname. I'm mixing up what's his face. I was gonna say I'm mixing up the nicknames of fucking what's the idiot who holds on to subs too long, heel hooks too long. Fucking held on to one against Jake Shields.
Dude's leg up.
Oh my god! Why? How can I not remember his name? He's been getting fucked up in ACB for like the last 3 fights. It is Tanquinho. I'm pretty sure. It's what's his fucking face? Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. Anyway, why don't you give the odds? What round did you have that?
Let's say like 3rd round. Be pretty competitive.
3rd. Yeah, wow, that's a tough sub pick. I'm gonna go 1st probably, but not.
Yeah, 2nd's probably a real good pick, but fuck it, I'm not gonna back down like a bitch. Why not? I'll just say what I mean, even I'm probably wrong.
What are the odds looking like on that?
And I apologize for falling asleep. I've been literally sitting on my ass all day. Well, I kind of organized shit around my new house, but I was sitting on my ass listening to podcasts all day. So
it's not Tanquinho. Augusto Mendez is Tanquinho. What the fuck is his name?
We'll get back to that for sure because I know it's bothering me as well.
Oh my god!
So the odds
I can picture him.
I could find them. I wasn't blind.
From the
here
country.
They are. Praceres is a -411 favorite to a +321 underdog to Nardiv. Or Dev.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dev Nardiv. So this next fight is also a light. Nope, this is a lightweight bout. That was a welterweight bout because Praceres moved up. Is between really exciting Mexican fighter El Toro Paulo Reyes, record of 8 wins, 4 losses. What the fuck was that noise? That just scared the shit out of me. I don't know what that was. Sorry. Going up against the Bosnian bomber Damir Hadžević, which I will mispronounce most Eastern European, former USSR. I know it is not PC, but I don't give a fuck.
From Paul Harris. It's Taquinho, not Tanquinho. That's what I was fucking up with.
Oh, Paul Harris.
Yeah.
Of course.
Paul Harris.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
That fucking idiot.
We've seen,
and he didn't hold on to the heel hook against Jake Shields. He raked the eyes out of Jake Shields super fucking bad.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that. I could not.
The guy looks like a fucking villain out of an anime where their muscles are overly overblown and out of proportion. You know what I'm talking about.
He's been getting bodied over in Russia.
So Marco Polo Reyes, last time we saw him, he beat the steamroller hype train, or that was Matt Frivola.
Wild fucking fight.
Yeah, that was nuts. Because Frivola, I think, kind of caught him at one point, or kind of.
I mean, they were both just throwing fucking haymakers the entire time.
Before that, Polo Reyes lost to James Vick, but that was at the time when James Vick was murdering a lot of people because, like we said again, please move up in weight. You're too big. You're hurting your durability
for real.
At this point. Even though he did fight a pretty smart fight against Paul Felder, all things considered.
He literally punctured dude's rib.
He's still got some pop. And that's why he insists on staying at that weight class or staying down there. So, okay, as long as you don't fucking hurt yourself too much. Damir Hadžević. Oh, this is the fight that Conor Rebush is interested in. So I think it has my interest as well.
Yeah, this is easy fight of the night contender.
Decision against Nick Hine. For that, he lost MC to Alan Patrick. This is kind of tough to call.
I've been having trouble with it. I've been going back and forth all day.
Thinking Polo. And I'm thinking that because I've seen Blachowicz got punched out in the first round by Mybrik Taisimov, and I know Polo Reyes hits hard as fuck. So there's my shitty logic. Other than that, this Blachowicz guy could probably win in a decision, but because that's what he likes to do. One thing that's interesting, he won via retirement, so he made a guy retire. Just kidding. I don't know. That's probably not the correct terminology, but it says
no, it just means when they stop it between rounds.
No, I know. That's
that's
a shitty joke.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's like that one NFL player. Some guy in the Bills literally retired at halftime this year.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing that.
That was pretty funny. People were tweeting about like, where is he? We can't find him. And he's like, hey, guys, it's been real. I'm out. And they're like, oh, okay then. So,
dude just decided like, fuck football and walked off.
Can you just imagine, like, if it was – so imagine you have, like, a massive fucking pay-per-view, the main event of the evening, and then the other guy's like, you know what? Fuck it. Just opens the cage, just walks away. Like, where are you going? I'm done. Just quits.
No, literally fucking what's his face did that in ACB not that long ago. God. Tough finale against Dennis Bermudez. Shit. What's his name?
Diego Brandao?
Yes, Diego Brandao did that in ACB not that long ago. In the middle of the fight, he was tired of getting fouled, so he literally just climbed over the cage and left.
Like he kept getting eye poked and dick kicked?
I don't remember what it was, but he kept complaining and then just got so fed up, he just got out of the cage. He just climbed the fence and left the fucking fight. People were not happy.
It's kind of funny. I kind of want to see that. That sounds hilarious.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's not funny if you paid money and you're there, but shit happens. I mean,
if you're watching fight cards hosted by fucking dictators who kill gay people, anything's up in the air. Anything could happen.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just going to have like live executions at the event.
I mean, no, obviously not, because there's no gay people in Chechnya, Chris.
Oh, that's right. Thanks for clarifying that for me and everyone else. I totally forgot.
Yeah. No, they all went to Canada, I believe, is what he said.
Fuck that guy. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I was going to say something really fucked up and politically charged, but I'm just going to hold off. So
that's probably a good call. Anyway, Damir Hadzovic versus Polo Reyes. Which way are you leaning? Polo Reyes is the other guy coming off of a
I like Polo, and according to BetDSI, he's a slight under to a -130 favorite in Hadzovic. But I like Polo Reyes in this one. I like him by a round 2 TKO.
Interesting. I like that. I like that pick. I think this is going to be a fucking banger either way. The thing I'm curious about is I'm not sure whether or not it is going to be. I think this basically comes down to can Hadzovic keep Polo Reyes at distance with the jab, or does Polo Reyes just come in like a shit-eating wild man and get a finish? Because he jabbed the living fuck out of Nick Hines' face in the last fight. And to be fair, Polo Reyes did get jabbed up pretty bad by James Vick, but but he started slipping it pretty well. The problem is that James Vick is 8 feet tall compared to Polo Reyes, so he got caught with a really long right hand that any other person he would have been out of range for, and got dropped and finished with that. So yeah, I'm having trouble going. I've been going back and forth on this a lot. I think I'm going to take Hadzovic via decision, mostly because I think he's just going to be able to out-jab Polo Reyes. And since Polo Reyes, I believe, is coming off a suspension, USADA suspension,
that's right.
It always makes me curious what that is going to do to your cardio and your chin. And as someone who relies on both their cardio and their chin, I'm curious. But I, as always, love to see the Alliance fighter get the win.
Yeah, I mean, we're homers. You guys know it at this point.
We're fucking super homers. It will come up again in this episode. As a matter of fact, in the next fight.
Oh, that's right.
Does she train out of Alliance?
No.
Oh, she's at ATT. You're right. I always mix her and
this chick. No, there's another. There's a chick in the line. What? I always forget her name too. But
not Mazzani. It's the other one.
It's not Murphy or it's.
I forget. Angie corners her. I forget who it is.
Fuck yeah, but we know her face. But this chick, chick looks similar.
No, Jillian's always cornered by Dean, I believe. But anyway, what are the odds on the Demir and Polo Reyes fight?
Oh yeah, so yeah, Polo Reyes is the slight underdog. He's a +100 to a -130 in Hadžević, which is interesting.
That is
okay. Looks like Hadžević is favored in pretty much everything. But it's slight. It's close. So
I gotta imagine that's all because of the suspension.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, Hadžević, Hadžević also looks real good against Nick Hine, so that could be part of it too. And who knows about hometown decisions on this card? I don't know what the fuck the judging is gonna look like. Like, especially since a lot of these foreign cards, they end up bringing guys like Saul D'Amato, which is a goddamn coin flip as to how the fuck he's gonna judge stuff. So we shall see.
That we shall. This next card is if I'm reading this right, a women's strawweight bout. No, excuse me, a flyweight bout?
25, I believe, right?
Yes, a flyweight bout, pardon me, between Canadian fighter Jillian Robertson, the Savage, with a record of 5 wins, 3 losses, went up against Venezuelan fighter Veronica Macedo, who is one. Last time we saw Veronica Macedo, she's on a 2-fight skid, but this is dating back to 2016, September. So I don't know if she's been suspended or hurt. It looks like there's a couple canceled bouts. So she's probably been battling injuries, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like injuries for Macedo. Actually, all 3 were Macedo. So
the last time we saw Macedo, she lost unanimously to Andrea KGB Lee,
who looked fantastic last weekend.
Yeah, she fucking fought a fantastic fight. I didn't see it.
Don't just mean physically.
Hey. She's going up against Canadian fighter Jillian Robertson, who trains out of American Top Team. It says her coach, like you said, is Dean Thomas. Great coach. Last time we saw Jillian Robertson, she lost the very end of the first round against Mayra Bueno Silva.
Caught an armbar.
Last September. Before that, she won her UFC debut, and then before that, she was on Tough 26. Oh, this is where I recognize this girl.
You're right. Okay. She was on Tough. See, I'm totally mixing them up with is it Macy Barber? No, but not Macy Barber.
No, there's still another chick from Alliance, but she wasn't on Tough. She just looks
she was
like
from Contender Series. I remember her being on Contender Series.
She actually kind of does look like Jillian Robinson, though. I just can't remember her name. I feel really fucking bad.
It's driving me nuts.
Anyways, Macedo is clear. She has a heel hook win. Other than that, I mean, they both don't have too many fights professionally between each other. Amateurs, 2 fights for the Venezuelan girl. Amateur, a shitload of amateur fights though for Robertson.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna help me factor. I think I might choose her based on that. I mean, this seems like a pretty even matchup. I feel like it's pretty decent matchmaking, pretty even professional record.
Early fight against Barb Honchak, Hannah Cyphers, Emily Whitmire, and Cynthia Calvillo too.
So
plus the win over Molly McCann, which was big.
Yeah, I like Robertson, and like I told you, my golden rule: if I haven't seen someone fight, I usually go with the veteran. Or another kind of thing I do is if it's an evenly matched fight, I'm not going to literally do a coin flip on the fucking camera. That's stupid as shit.
Actually, that is the best time to do one because people could actually see it, motherfucker.
But I kind of want to lean Robertson to amateur, but you know what? Do I have a coin?
No, I mean, you don't have to flip a coin. I feel like you're leaning Robertson like a motherfucker already.
Yeah, I don't have a coin, so that means it's not going to be a coin flip. Just kidding. No, I'm going to go with Robertson. She has a shitload of amateur experience. I think that means something. We got to put that in. We got to consider that. We got to factor that in. So I'm going to go with her. I think this is definitely going to a decision. I think it's going to be a very, very good and competitive fight from both fighters.
Yeah, I've got to go in the same way. I was impressed with Macedo in I think an interesting comparison on this is that Robertson looked good against Silva early, but then she ate some big fucking shots and did a lot of like Tyron Woodley circling into like very desperate takedowns, whereas Macedo just got dominated in grappling exchanges by KGB. I think the grappling of KGB is definitely a higher level than it is of Robertson at this point in their careers. KGB is a very solid top game player, especially as of late. In Invictus, she used to be a lot more willing to scramble and end up on bottom, whereas later in KGB's career, she started really sticking on top and she's very good in the clinch and especially getting trip takedowns, which is why I had her over Ashley Evans Smith. And Robertson does a lot more shooting from the outside, which I think could be trouble for her if she doesn't get the takedowns. However, I don't think Macedo's takedown defense is at a level where she's going to be able to consistently stuff enough of those takedowns to not end up on bottom and lose at least 2 rounds. So I think it's going to be a scrappy fight. I think that Robertson is definitely going to get pieced up on the feet a little bit, but I think she's going to be able to get enough takedowns and enough dominant control while on top, even if there is some kind of wild scrambles in there. And so, yeah, I'm going Robertson via decision.
I like that. You broke it down.
Like I said, I finally did tape study again, so I feel much better about some of these picks. Which, by the way, whenever I do tape study, I always get the fights way more wrong than when I don't. So take that for what it's worth.
That's just Murphy's Law at its finest. That bullshit goes. So the odds, if you're asking, what are the odds on this fight? Let's go ahead and find out if I can locate them. So this is another close fight. We have Robertson is a slight favorite at -168 to a +138 to Macedo. So next up we have.
I could almost see that being a little bit wider, but
what do you think about that?
Terrible.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Yeah.
So next up we have a lightweight bout between English fighter, not Chris Goldfish, but Chris Fishgold, going up against the older brother Tamer, Daniel Tamer, who might tell you to prepare underwears or take care of your underwears. I can't remember. I think it's take care.
I think it's take care of your underwears.
Yeah, he's Kid Dynamite. He's also only 5'5", and he has really fucking short arms, like me. So
no, but you have proportionate short arms.
That is true. He kind of. I'm not gonna use the term manlet. And the only reason why that comes to mind,
wow,
I'm kidding, but because I would never see this guy's face, he'd fucking kill me. But I remember just that it's that one thing. It's still my favorite post on Reddit on RMMA with the guy who got the picture of GSP, and shouts out to GSP at the pool, where he's like, yes, those are my goggles in his hand, and I'm not that small. It's just the angle, and he's really huge,
right.
And I just say manlet because the kid responded, "No, really, I'm not a manlet." And then people were like, "What the fuck does that mean, manlet?" And he'll just started using that word.
It sounds like a South Park.
I don't know. It's something like that. What sucks is evidently that kid is dead, so that's a shame.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Way to bring this down a little.
Yeah, because someone was like plugging in that meme. Of course, I guess like a link or some shit. Like, oh, sick reference, bro. I'm like, dude. That kid fucking passed away like a couple months ago. Like, oh shit! So I think someone did a post like in honor of this guy, like you're a real one or some shit, like some tribute. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make it fucking go dark. But I remember he used the term manlet, and it just kind of made me laugh. I'm like, what is a manlet? Is it Artem Lobov's arms? Is it when your arms are shorter than your fucking torso?
Dude,
I don't know.
All I'm going to say is a lot of Daniel Tamer's kicks in his last fight against Julio Arce were Artem-esque as a motherfucker. Like, very, very Artem-esque, where nothing reached and everything was a giant swing and a miss. It also had a little bit of Tiny German Tank. What's that dude's name? Spinning back kick, Dennis Seaver. He has a little bit of Dennis Seaver to him too, without the spinning back kick.
Right?
God, I can't believe they made that fucking fight. Conor McGregor versus Dennis Seaver, especially at the time they were both at in their career.
Like, let's set this kid up to get a fucking title shot, even though he doesn't.
Chris, what are you talking about? Conor McGregor had all of the toughest fights.
Oh, that's right.
All the
he cleared
toughest
out the
matchups.
division. He cleared out the division. Yeah. I've heard it all.
He fought Marcus Brimage, and he fought Dennis Seaver, and he fought all the tough wrestlers like those guys.
Dude, he beat Diego Brando, man, who is just right off a tough victory.
Yeah, and right into running out of ACB cages. Oh, God.
And allegedly beating up his wife. Okay, hopefully that's not him. I think that was him, though, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying it was, but I'm pretty sure I saw his name. Never mind. Sorry. So Chris Fishgold, last time we saw – you're just like, fuck you, Chris, you piece of shit. Sorry. Last time we saw Chris Fishgold.
Maybe don't hit ladies. Maybe nobody hit ladies out there. It seems like it's much harder than it actually is, but especially it's pretty easy.
Especially when you're basically a trained killer and you're trained to actually hold your emotions in check. Anyways, that's hindsight.
To be fair, none of the people who are trained to hold their emotions in check actually do it during fights, if you notice that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, just be like Bobby Knuckles. That guy seems really fucking calm.
He also probably doesn't hit ladies.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, like, as far as like people who are aggressive in fights, but maybe that's because he plays video games a lot and he respects women. I don't know. There's something that always calms people down. Just like
that's Cowboy a crazy concept, Chris.
Yeah, just like Cowboy likes to distract himself with extreme sports. Gregor Gillespie loves fishing. Wow, who would have thought having an actual hobby helps you meditate? Anyways, enough of this fucking rant that none of you care about.
No, this Chris is super inappropriate.
Yeah, it really is, and So, anyways, fuck all domestic violence abusers. It's not right.
Not that we have to say that, but for sure. Oh, also, Greg Hardy eat a bag of dicks. I'll go ahead and put that on record.
Anyways, another Chris Fishgold. Last time we saw him.
Oh my God, more Chris's. There can't be 3 fucking Chris's on this show.
Yeah, call me CJ now, bro.
Oh, dog! I remember. I remember saying.
Hey, I remember when I was 10. I remember when I was 10. That's the thing that trips me up too when you go by the initials. Either that's because you're small, or you have or you have a first name that's just not normal, like Terrence. Sorry to all the people named Terrence out there. I don't think I'd rather be called Terry than Terrence. But if your middle initial is J, there you go. I feel like that's how that works. Anyways,
I feel like we're way off topic.
We are. Chris Fishgold, last time we saw him, lost to Calvin Kattar. He got punched out near the end of the first round of 4 minute and 11 second mark. Before that, that was his UFC debut. Oh, this guy's still fucking new. So the sky's the limit at this point. For all you know, he's gonna go on like an 8-fight win streak.
He had some huge wins in Cage Warriors previously, and then he was looking like him and Calvin Kattar were going.
Wait, how tall is this guy? Lightweight, 5'8". Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's about average. Him and Calvin Kattar were going at it, but he just got clipped on the end of some long straight shots, and it definitely gave him problems.
So essentially, this fight is between 2 buff bantamweights or heavier bantamweights.
I mean, neither one of them. All I'll say is Daniel Tamer reminds me a lot of the homie that trains down with Team Hurricane Awesome.
Wait. There's no way Daniel Tamer's reach is 69 inches. I refuse to believe that. That's the same reach as fucking Max Hall. No, I don't believe that.
There's no goddamn way.
More like 64.
Whatever Artem's reach is, it's less than that.
Dude, mine's like 65 and a half, and I'm 5'6". Like, come on, if he's 5'5", it's at least like 60.
There's no way he has longer reach.
Cody Garbrandt is like 65 and a half, 66, and he's 5'8". Like, come on.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh my God. Sorry. I'm not trying to make fun. I like the Tamer brothers. They're pretty hilarious, actually. The way
I just mean he comes up short on every fucking thing he throws, and at least in his last fight specifically, he came up super short on a lot of fights.
Yeah, anyways, I'm getting way off topic too much. Let me get to the fucking point. People try to hear me go. I'm sorry. I'm sounding like some of the podcasts I tell you to skip every week. Even skip us.
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's why we don't add ourselves to any of the picks for the week.
You can just tweet at me and say, fuck you, Chris. You ruined it. And sure.
That's right. At Chris Madaffer on Twitter.
Yeah, that's me. Daniel Tamor is on a 2-fight skid. He lost to Julio Arce, who was, I think, on a run. And then who did he fucking just lose to? I don't know. He got his hype train derailed a tiny bit. Before that, Daniel Tamor lost to Danny Henry.
Shane Moraes.
He's only UFC fights. Okay.
Shane Moraes was the guy who beat Arce.
Shane Moraes, that's right. I don't really know how I'm going with this one. Part of me is going with a leaning Fishgold. I feel like he might take this to the ground.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going Fishgold. This guy's in less subs. I'm going Fishgold. No disrespect to Tamor. I know he's a talented kickboxer. Muay Thai. Excuse me. They're Muay Thai guys. So if this gets into the clinch, I know this guy can knee like crazy. I've seen him do it against Arce. I've seen his brother David do it against pretty much every fight he's in. So, but I like Fishgold. He's a lot bigger than him. He has I imagine, a significant reach advantage.
I gotta imagine.
This guy is 68 to Daniel's. Yeah. No.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way.
Based on their fighting, there's no way he has less reach.
But I like Fishgold by sub. I like second round.
I don't hate that pick.
I was gonna say third, but I was like, that I could see third if he tires out Tamor in the clinch. But Tamor in the clinch is probably gonna have a bigger advantage, so he's just gonna take him down early and tire him out. So, but I said like end of second round, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Fishgold as well, although I'm going to take him via decision, mostly because of volume and pressure. And he's good at putting people against the cage and just working either takedowns and or back takes from there. He's looked really good in Cage Warriors. The only thing I worry about is the third round, because Fishgold is known for coming out the gates pretty fucking strong and slowing down a bit. But I think Tamor is going to whiff enough and get stuck on the cage enough that it could be trouble for him. So he just came up. He was so foot slow against Arce, and he came up short on every punch and kick he was throwing for majority of that fight. And he's pretty low volume, and he winds up so much and just fucking puts everything into every punch that I think Fishgold is going to be able to see that, collapse the distance, and get me his cage and then work from there. And I think after a round or two of grappling, I think it's going to significantly slow down Tamor as well. So I'm going to take Fishgold via decision, but would I be surprised if Daniel Tamor just landed some crazy shit because he throws fucking bombs the entire time? Definitely not.
Just those brothers in general throw with such violence.
Well, and he just throws heaters with the hands, but he's just, again, he doesn't have the reach or the footwork to make a lot of it work. So, yeah, I'm taking Fishgold via decision.
I like it. And let me update you.
Yeah, what are odds looking like on that? And this whole first part of this card is on ESPN 2. I believe it starts at 8 a.m. Pacific, which I'm a pretty big fan of.
I like it, man. It gives me incentive to wake up early, maybe actually make some breakfast or something.
That's right. I got a bacon and eggs. I got a pizza port bacon and eggs porter that I'm definitely going to be drinking tomorrow morning.
I'd probably go get some Bloody Marys or at least make one, but I don't have the ingredients. But then again, that's also dangerous because I'd be drunk by noon. So,
I mean, that's my plan, but I'm also going to be sleeping by 1. So,
there you go. So the odds on here, according to BetDSI, Fishgold, the Englishman, is a favorite at minus 226 to a plus 181 of Daniel Tamor. So I think that sounds right.
Yeah, it's a little wide, but I don't hate it.
So next up, we have a welterweight bout between two Americans, one of them being Carlo Pedersoli, who has a record of 11 wins, 2 losses.
Carlo Pedersoli's from America?
Yeah.
I always mix him up with the Italian dude with the fucking hot air balloon tattoo on his leg.
Marvin Vittori?
Yes. I always mix the two up.
Yeah, the Italian dream. Yeah, this guy is Cemento.
By the way, careful how you pronounce that name.
Yeah, semen toe, bro.
Okay, God damn it. Terrible.
No, because I've heard you said it before.
Did I? God damn it. I'm a broken record.
You're just Keep like going. This. You're just like, got me. He's going up against the body snatcher, Dwight Grant, who has a record of 8 wins, 2 losses. Last time we saw the semen toe Italian.
God damn it.
Kidding. Oh, shit. He got fucking destroyed by Alex Cowboy Oliveira. 39 seconds in the first round, which, I mean, Oliveira can do that to you.
It was a very short fight. Essentially, he got a kick caught, and then Oliveira just came back with fucking heaters.
I'll just say this. Was this a scheduled fight, or was this one where someone dropped out and Pedersoli's like, I'll fight him?
That's a good question. It looked like it was scheduled.
Okay. Well,
this might be one of those things where the Contender Series guy who is getting thrown straight to the fucking
after
walls.
Oliveira lost to Medeiros, they're like, hey, we need another fight for you. And it's like, all right, how about this guy? Sure.
Oh, you mean the Oliveira fight? Yeah, no. I think that was I don't know why they gave him that fight. I guess because the win over Jesus. Well, to be fair, wins over Nicholas Dalby and Brad Scott, those are two pretty fucking tough outs.
Yeah. And Dwight Grant, the body snatcher. So both these guys are coming off a loss. But the Dwight Grant lost a close decision, split decision to Zach Otto last December. Before that, he had a victory on Dana White's Dancing with the Stars against Tyler Hill.
Yeah, a.k.a. Zane Simon.
Yep. Zane Simon.
He looks... that's the guy who everybody tweeted to Zane
wait,
Simon
let me see, saying, actually. This
sorry you died.
Let me see.
They have the same haircut and they have similar sleeves. They don't look the same, but they have similar sleeves and they have the same haircut. So Zane Simon got a lot of tweets saying R.I.P. and I hope you feel better.
That's kind of funny.
Pretty solid.
So this one to me, when just by looking at this and look at the records, is a coin flip fight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're basically trying to figure out, is Grant going to spark him out early, or is Pedersoli going to make this a grindy fucking mess and make this just a long drawn out decision? I don't think Pedersoli finishes this. Well, also another thing to keep in mind is Dwight Grant, a lot of his wins are earlier finishes. He does have a couple solid decisions, and the Zach Otto fight was competitive, but in this style matchup, I think the Tyler Hill fight is a better comparison. They're both long outside fighters. The thing is I think Pedersoli is a better or a more well-rounded version of Tyler Hill for sure, and with much more experience. I think a lot of this comes down to how dominant does Dwight Grant look early, and can he take the first 2 rounds? Because I'm not sure he takes the third.
Yeah. I want to be honest and say I wish I kind of had more insight on this, but I have no fucking clue. This is a coin flip for me, everyone. So heads probably can't see this, probably shit.
Oh shit.
Had to dig in. Heads is going to be for Grant and tails for Pedersoli. So I'm probably going to
flip it on camera, you Momo.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so it's heads. So I'm going with Grant.
I am too.
Yeah.
So well done. Good coin flip, brah.
Fuck it.
What method?
Decision. This has decision written all over it. I feel like it's going to be dudes. I think it's going to go back and forth. It'll be like, I feel like it'll be like 1-1, and then like whoever has just the better like third round takes it.
I think I might take Grant with a KO in the first.
Okay. That's not a bad idea considering Pedersoli's coming off being obliterated.
Well, and I just think Grant comes out on fucking fire and throws some heaters, so I'm gonna take him in the first, but I don't have a ton of confidence that he's actually gonna be able to get it done. If he doesn't get it done in the first round with just some volume and power, I do think that he's probably going to drop the third, so he has to take the first two pretty cleanly.
Okay.
And especially considering it's in Europe, and Pedersoli, just off name alone, probably is going to get some kind of preferential treatment.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it should be interesting. I think it'll be a fun scrap, but yeah, I'm going to take Grant early.
Okay, so the odds, if you're sorry, this next fight's interesting based on this guy's picture. Looks like two fighters fused into one. Not Anderson Aldo though, not an Anderson Aldo, but I'm trying to figure out who he also looks like. Okay, so the odds on this, Carlo Pedersoli Jr., according to the odds, is a minus 155 favorite to a plus 125 for Dwight Grant.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I can see it.
Like, oh, he fought Cowboy or Brazilian Cowboy. Even though he got murdered, it's okay.
Yeah, and Dwight Grant's pretty new and pretty green in comparison to the. I mean, Nicholas Dalby, Brad Scott, and Alex Oliveira is a tough fucking run, and those are all like scrappy, hard-chinned motherfuckers who are not going to give up an easy decision or an easy win. So, and Dwight Grant looked great on Contender Series, and then normally gets dudes a buffer, but Zach Otto kind of took it to him a little bit. So,
that he did. So
cool. We're finally to the main card.
So, since there's usually a collection of, say, Dagestani fighters from Russia, this is a collection of fighters from Makhachkala. God damn it. Makhachkala.
Sure. Nailed it.
Makhachkala. Yeah, the place that Zabit's from. So I almost want to call them Zabit fighters, but that's probably disrespectful to everyone else that's from Makhachkala. Anyways, Magomed Ankalaev is fighting a guy who looks like Kelvin Gastelum and Wilson Hayes.
Oh, I don't hate those comparisons. I would also accept. Fuck, he looks like somebody else too.
Does he look like Gastelum though?
It's definitely Gastelum, but there's somebody else that he
Who's
looks
the other
like
guy?
too.
It's not Hayes. It's kind of like Hayes, and then someone else. Kind
Keep
of
going. I'll think of it. Keep going.
Yeah. So his name is Klidson, not Kidson. It's Klidson. Klidson. Farias. He's Brazilian. He's a champion out of Brave.
Yeah.
Wow, what a terribly designed belt. Holy shit, is a terribly designed belt. I never would have known that's a B.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is.
Oh my. I was like, Ray's
the
makes
B and the E in that are not great.
That's this guy while he's in the octagon or the ring. No. That's not how that works. His rap sheet, this is his UFC debut. I don't want to be a dick and just say I'm going Ankalaev, but I've seen him fight briefly. Oh, he's the guy who got fucking Hail Mary sub by Paul Craig. That was nuts.
And
he's beating the fuck out of Paul Craig.
Yeah, and Ankalaev was supposed to be fighting Stosic originally on this card.
Ooh, he probably dodged that bullet.
Yeah, but Stosic had an injury, and he's
that guy. That guy's nickname needs to be Baby Eater Prime or some shit.
Something like that.
Like, yeah. I mean. Go look up Darko Stosic. Yeah, you're like, wow, is he being tested? Who knows? Probably not. I don't know. But then again, Yoel Romero tests positive 20, or he tests negative for steroids. Well, from what the UFC tells us, from what you saw.
Yeah, theoretically.
Be damned, Chris.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He was framed.
No, Makhachkala definitely had nothing to do with him not getting in hella trouble.
Yeah. So off top, I mean, I kind of got to go with Ankalaev. I don't know. Brazilian Kelvin Gastelum. I don't. Oh, who else does he look like?
I can't figure it out. It's like somebody, but I can't.
For anyone to actually watch. Look at these two fucking idiots just like bumbling on.
Well, it's almost John Volante, but not quite. And so, but it's somebody like John Volante.
Dude, it's like
I can't figure it out.
Owen Gaslin, I can't fucking decide who else he looks like. It's bothering me.
Definitely somebody though.
It's like, dude, it's just him, man. Stop being a dick. Like,
well, that's a fair argument. Yeah. So we're both taking Magomed in this, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say knockout. Fuck it, first round. At one point, he had like 3 of them in a row, and in his last UFC fight, yeah, first round finish, first round TKO. That's my call. Fuck it, that's it. That's it for me. That's what I got. Sorry, Klidson. Sorry, Brazilian Kelvin. As long as you're not carrying around that Rave Brave belt to the octagon.
Yeah, I'm taking the same thing. Mostly just because there's not a lot of footage out there on Klidson. Mostly the only thing I saw was he hit a bunch of takedowns against Anton and got the sub in M1, which is impressive. But I don't think he's going to be able to out-grapple Ankalaev. And I think if he doesn't, he's probably going to get lit up pretty fucking bad on the feet. So, yeah. And again, I just haven't seen enough footage of Klidson to have any kind of faith in anything. So, yeah, I'm taking Ankalaev knockout first.
I like it. And let's see what the odds makers say. Bet DSI. Let's see what these guys say. They like Ankalaev minus 212 to plus 172 for Klidson Farias. There's that. So, yeah, okay. Next up, can I say spoiler alert?
Go ahead.
Bantamweight bout. You all right? We have a bantamweight bout between this crazy looking bantamweight prospect from Mother Russia going up against a guy who used to be fun to watch, but not anymore as far as I'm concerned. Sorry, dude. John Dodson, magician.
Slowly turning into the shepherd.
You know what he's turning into? He's turning into Gollum from Lord of the Rings. The reason why I say that is because he's going off the glory that I beat TJ Dillashaw. People need to remember that. Like, sure.
Even better than that, he's turning into Shepard from Firefly. I don't know if you remember Firefly, but that motherfucker's hair.
Like 10, 15 years ago, the movie's so fucking sick. I need to see it again. I never saw the sequel for the movie sequel, Serenity. I know that was connected, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's the show Firefly, and then there's I think 10 episodes, 12 episodes, and then there's the movie Serenity. I've been watching Firefly. Actually, as a matter of fact, I watched one of my favorite episodes last night. The fucking the hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. But 100% John Dodson is slowly turning into Shepard from that show. That motherfucker's hair is just slowly turning that way, and
it's just going like this, like beep 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 beep, like LeBron James' former hairline.
Well, and he's been putting it back too, so it's even more so. It's fucking pretty good. By the way,
spoiler alert, Peter Yan's gonna win this fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got Piotr Jan.
So it's going to decision.
Decision?
Yeah, John Dodson still has a gnarly fucking chin. Unless Peter Yan proves me wrong and knocks him the fuck out. I mean, I can't remember the last time John Dodson was knocked out.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you say it, I think I have to agree.
His chin is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
And he's just quick enough to move out of the range of big shots, and the way he blitzes, I think is going to be tough. I do think he's going to eat some big shots. I think he's going to hit a lot of air balls especially with the blitzes. I think John Dodson has a better chance than the odds are probably going to say in this fight, just because John Dodson still landed some decent fucking shots against Jimmy Rivera, but also I would take Piotr Yan over Jimmy Rivera at this point in his career. So, yeah, I think Piotr Yan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think Piotr Jan mostly takes a decision via volume, body work, and kicks. And also the way he feints, I think, is going to really cause problems for John Dotson's counter blitzes.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that point up. That's John Dotson's style of fight. He'll blitz you. He'll kind of, I don't know if he takedown feints anymore. I think he kind of just still has that weird static kind of. He'll move his hips. I don't really see him switching stances too much. But then again, I can't remember the last time I saw John Dodson fight. And he could stuff takedowns still, and he's in a decent guard. He could scramble well, but yeah, like you just mentioned. Yeah, and now I'm scatterbrained, but
yeah, I think that's why it's going to decision, is because I don't think Piotr Jan's gonna be able to hold John Dodson down by any means. John's way too scrambly and way too hard to. He's just too quick and too explosive to actually hold down for significant amounts of time to be able to put volume on top, which I think is how Jan could get this finish. On the feet, I think there's gonna be a lot of fun scrambles. I think there's gonna be a lot of fun blitzes from both parties. But yeah, I just think the volume is gonna give Jan the decision in the long run.
So the odds on this, Peter Jan. Oh, I haven't been asking you. What do you think the odds are if you want to play that game?
I've got to figure Piotr Jan's pretty solid favorite, like close to 2. 160
minus 301 to plus 241.
Whoa, that's pretty big. I don't know if I like it that big. I would not touch that at all. What's Jan by decision?
Oh yeah, let me look at that.
Because that's a interesting play. And I think this does go to decision either way.
Oh, I would check, but my computer is fucked.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
So that checks out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I was saying, you mentioned that one. You mentioned Firefly earlier. I wanted to shout out. We were watching Deadwood. I know I was watching
it again. Road Agents
on that show. Kyle is already like on episode 5 because he is the biggest Western fan I know, and he absolutely loves that show. So I'm glad.
So good. Also, shouts out to the Co-Main Event podcast Road Agents that they're doing on their Patreon as well. If you need more reasons to subscribe to the Co-Main Event's Patreon, Jesus Christ, there's never been a better time.
And shouts out to True Detective being great again. The season finale is on Sunday. I absolutely can't wait. I don't know if you've ever seen True Detective at all. Please see season 1. Holy fucking shit!
It's on my list. I haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, by the way, it just showed up. You said Jan by decision.
Yep.
Is okay, minus 150.
Too big.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's that. So what's next is someone we're familiar with. Two people, really. Liz Carmouche.
The giantest shoulders on a lady I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, holy shit.
If you guys want to see pictures of Liz Carmouche cornering fighters during the Del Mar Fair event that's down here in San Diego, where they do amateur fights at the Del Mar Fair, check those pictures out. She is jacked as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was like, holy fuck. So Liz Carmouche is going up against, and I'll explain this later, why I think this fighter might win if it goes to decision. Czech fighter, Lucy Pudilova, because where are they fighting? In the Czech Republic. And when it comes to Eastern Europe, it's probably a big factor, just like Brazil. Liz Carmouche, the last time we saw her, she fought last July. She won a unanimous decision against Jennifer Maia. Last time we saw Lucy Pudilova fight, she lost a split decision to Irene Aldana. Last September. So, like I mentioned before, if this goes to decision, I like Pudilova. But I don't think this goes... Well, I don't know. I think this does go to decision, but you know, fucking I'm going Carmouche. I don't know why. Well, it's weird. This is a weird fight.
I think that's a solid pick, is Carmouche by decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go to it. But I'll just say I won't be surprised if they give the fight to Pudilova if it's close. Like if it's justifiably close, and they say, "Hey, can you swing it?" They'll do it. So,
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I am gonna take Liz via sub in the first.
okay.
And the main reason is I think this is gonna look a lot like the Sarah Moraes fight that Lucy Pudilova had, where Lucy Pudilova got fucking dominated on the ground by Sarah Moraes in the first round. However, Sarah Moraes did set up the ground domination, like the clinch takedown and the powerful top control with a head kick, which I don't think Liz is going to do. However, I think if at any point Liz gets a hold of Pudilova's body, and especially early in the fight, I think she's probably going to get a trip takedown pretty fucking succinctly, and I think she's going to dominate from top once she gets there. I think she has a much more dominant top control game than Sarah does, and she's less likely to give up position than Sarah is in this kind of a matchup. However, if at any point Liz Carmouche stops either being able to hit takedowns or dominate scrambles, I think this could turn very fucking rough very quickly for Liz. Just because Pudilova will put volume out there and is long enough. Yeah, she did really well against Sarah. She actually dropped Sarah at the end of that first round after Sarah dominated the first 4 minutes of it. I
see some things being potentially dangerous for Carmouche now that you mentioned that.
Yeah. It could get real scrambly and crazy real quick, but I just think Liz is going to be able to hit a trip takedown, get in top, and probably catch a RNC.
I like the call. I like it. And I will go ahead and entertain you with the odds, which are close. Pudilova
They should be.
Is the underdog. Carmouche is actually the favorite at -150 to +120.
That sounds about right to me. She has the experience edge, and she has the grappling edge.
This next fight, however, wish I could say I was excited for it. John Volante, I like you as a person. I don't like watching you fight, unfortunately.
I don't mind watching him fight. It's just very frustrating.
I guess. I mean, who am I kidding? I like watching fights. I don't know. I don't know how to really describe it. Fuck. This guy, I imagine, was suspended for 2 years. This his last fight was against Khalil Roundtree in December of 2017, or a year and a half.
I believe Oleg popped for something, yeah.
Yeah, and if I were to pronounce his name, Michael Oleksichuk? Oleksichuk? Oh,
yeah,
Michelle?
Yeah, I think you nailed the second part, and it's
Oleksichuk? Michelle? Yeah. Lord? So he's a pop singer? Sure. See, every time I
do what you did there.
I just think of that South Park episode where fucking Stan's dad is actually Lord. It's pretty fucking stupid, but it's kind of funny.
Yo, Chris, you know, sometimes people just want to be royals.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, that's why that American chick who is an actress married Prince Harry, right? Or I guess that's how that works.
Sure. That sounds like some inbred white people shit that happened in Europe.
It really is. She was this chick, what's her name, Megan something. She was on the show called Suits. Actually kind of a cool show if you're into law, but kind of more like a fake dramatized version of it. She was on there. But anyways.
I'm into law, but only when it comes with order, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Chun.
That's when you fucking do. What's the guy from CSM Miami where he puts on the sunglasses and it's like The Who or whatever the fuck?
Wait, so you're telling me that these predators like kids? That was my Ice-T impression. Hey man, this is Ice-T.
Ice-T, motherfucker.
Yeah, I fuck with some SVU, but really Criminal Intent is my shit.
Dude, I like
Vince D'Onofrio, bro.
When I lived with my grandma, she always had that shit on. It's like, oh, you want to watch the new SVU? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, you want some wine, grandma? Here you go. You know?
There you go.
John Volante, last time we saw him, he won a split decision against Ed Herman, which don't remember much of that fight because I think I watched the first round and then I tuned out.
John Volante coming off of 4.
I'll let you break this one down, bro. I don't even know what the fuck to say about this.
John Volante coming off of 4 straight split decisions.
So it could have been 4 losses. Oh wait.
I mean, he's 2-2. Well, 2-3 if you count the Mauricio Shogun Hua loss in the third. He's coming off the win over Ed Herman, lost to Sam Alvey, and win over Franz Marbajoso. He's going up against Michelle Alexijek, who is coming off of the no contest to Cleo Roundtree for, I believe, popping. And before that, he had the fight against Ricardo Nasilia in Fight Exclusive Night 17. Also, he fought in Thunderstrike Fight League and Winglors.
Was his walkout song AC/DC Thunderstruck or everyone's walkout song?
I just really like both those names of fucking promotions. I think those are great.
You know why I like Thunderstrike? Because it's lightning that strikes and thunder is the sound, but a lot of people don't realize that.
Great point. Well, I think Michelle is going to lightning strike Jean Vellante in the face a whole bunch of times and win in the second round after Jean Vellante starts gassing pretty fucking hard.
I like that.
So yeah, I got Michelle TKO second.
I wasn't going to go with Jean Vellante in this fight, and if I was, it's going to be another split decision. But we're in Eastern Europe, bro. We got to go with the Polish guy.
Yeah, so I got Alexijek TKO second. What's your method on that?
I'm gonna do third because Jean Vallente's gonna be barely standing. It'll be like the first 30 seconds of the third round.
I think that's probably the smarter of the two picks. I just don't. The way Alexijek has been putting it on dudes, I don't know if Jean Vellante is going to be able to keep that pace and pressure for 3 rounds. So we'll keep on moving on then. Stefan Struve versus Marcos Rogerio. Oh, right. Odds.
Don't you want to know the odds, man?
I'm guessing Jean Vellante is a slight underdog at like plus 140.
Yeah. Close. 161 to minus 191. Okay. So good guess. You can go ahead and break this down as well. Here's talk about a fighter.
I don't fucking know. I don't know on this fight.
So we'll just say this. This guy is like 7 feet tall, and he doesn't realize how long his legs are.
Or how to use a jab. Although he has been saying in interviews that he understands that he needs to fight longer. But I don't know if that means he's going to be able to fight longer. However, he's fighting Marcos Rogerio de Lima, who also just makes bad decisions in fights a lot of times and lost via Von Flue to OSP. So I don't know, man. Whatever. He also lost to Clint Hester via arm triangle, he beat Clint Hester via arm triangle, lost to Nikita Krylov via RNC.
To be fair, Clint Hester's a boxer, so I won't really kind of fault him on that, but
Clint Hester's also an 85er, isn't he? Or is he an actual 205er?
Wait.
Oh, wait. No, Clint Hester's not an actual heavyweight, right?
No. He's an 85er because he was on the same season 19. He was with Uriah Hall.
That's my point.
Yeah. He was on team Jones because Hall was on team Sonnen.
He's a light heavy, I guess.
I guess, but he probably dropped.
No, he's not because he fought Robert Whitaker.
Now I'm confused.
No, so Clint Hester fought Robert Whitaker at 85.
Oh, he did. So yeah, I was right. Yeah, he was on that. Yeah. I just remember he was.
So no wonder he lost. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he fought Uriah Hall on tough, and then like Uriah Hall like fucked him up for like the whole fight, and then there was a decision. I actually like Stefan Struve. I don't know why.
Oh God, via what?
Via decision.
Wow, via decision.
It's gonna be a terrible fight. This is gonna be the worst fight of the night. This dude really fucking bad. And they're like, oh, he's European. We got him.
I'm gonna take Stefan Struve via sub in the first, but like with zero fucking confidence, he should be able to sub Marcos Rogerio de Lima from what I've seen. If he can, if he actually sticks to a jab on the outside.
Saint Prude, whatever you want to call it.
I think Struve probably catches a guillotine or something that Rogerio de Lima sticks his head straight into, but I don't have a lot of confidence.
What are the odds of Stefan Struve getting him in a Von Flue? Would you call it the Von Struve?
Oh no, 0% chance.
I
He's
know.
too big.
That's a joke. Yeah.
If Struve is on top, he finishes via TKO.
Yeah. I think that's fucking huge. Like, imagine this. Imagine if like Shaquille O'Neal or like anyone who's insanely athletic did MMA, he'd probably be murdering half the roster just with his size. No, that scares me still.
Oh, like, dog! I remember. I remember THQ's UFC Undisputed 2 with Shaquille O'Neal, or is it 1?
Wait, was he actually in it?
He was a secret character, one of them, and everyone would cheat by just throwing chicken wing elbows the entire time.
Wait, are you serious? Like Shaq was actually one of those games? I don't remember that.
Shaq was in one of the early ones, and Ryan Roloff, shouts out to that motherfucker, would just run through and throw chicken wing elbows with Shaq all the time and win. It was so annoying.
I gotta look it up. That sounds insane.
It's Holy real shit. Dumb. I think it was the first one, which would have been UFC Undisputed 2009, I want to say.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The one with Brock Lesnar on the cover.
Yeah, I believe that was one.
Yeah.
So,
and that's Shaq. That actually sounds hilarious.
So what are odds on this? It has to be dead even, right? I think I remember hearing it was dead even.
Yeah. I mean, a minus 120 for Struve to a minus 110 for the Brazilian.
Oh, wow. Line's moving towards Struve a little bit. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a toss-up for sure. Main event. Will Santos club the shit out of Jan Blachowicz, or will he get subbed?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my entire breakdown is will he either club Blachowicz or get subbed? That's all I got.
That's all I can say too. You know what? When was the last? Has Blachowicz been knocked out? Nope. Okay, so his chin might be good. Who's he fought though with knockout power? He destroyed Manoa in a very lopsided decision. I remember that. He survived Cannonier. This guy's got a chin. Even Devin Brown Bear, or not Big Brown, that's Brandon Schwab. Devin Clark, the other bear guy, whatever the fuck his name is, Brown.
Oh, yes, the other bear guy.
The other bear guy. Not the bear Jew. Yeah, dude. No, this guy's got a chin. He survived. No. I like Blachowicz, dude. Via sub. I don't give a fuck.
What round?
Dude has a chin. Dude, he survived Manoa. Even Krylov has not gonna do it. He survived Cannonier. He survived Clark. He survived. He survived Manoa twice. No, this guy. Yeah, no, I like him sub round. Let's look at Mr. Santos here. He's Brazilian. He has to have some sort of guard, right?
Yeah, I mean, he also, well, I don't know. You don't see him on bottom a whole bunch.
Yeah, he has a lot of finishes, though. Holy fucking shit. I don't know. This might be, if there's any fight for Blachowicz to finally get knocked out, it's this one. The writing's on the fucking wall. And Santos is one of Reddit's last hopes against Johnny Jonies. You know?
Yeah.
Him and Johnny Walker and whoever else can kill people with their hands.
So you got Jan via sub. What round?
Yeah, I'm going 2. I think it's Santos throwing wild shit. Blachowicz takes him the fuck down, gasses him the fuck out, lands a lot of ground and pound. Same thing, second round, catches him in some crazy shit the second round. You know what I mean? And then that's it.
I could definitely see that. However, I'm taking Santos via KO in the first because he's a fucking shit-eating wild man. And I think, it's going to go one of those two ways.
Let me see his career. 1.
I'm guessing odds are Santos might be a slight favorite.
6, 7, 8, 9. He has like 9 finishes and 20 wins. That's pretty fucking good.
Santos is the slight favorite, I'm guessing.
Oh, I would imagine. Let's find out. Yeah. Minus 126 to a minus 104. Bovada has it dead even at minus 115.
Cool. Well, we will go ahead and wrap this episode here, everybody. But it was good to finally do a fucking episode on video. Shouts out to the flamingos that you guys can see. We're gonna wrap this one. You guys can hit us up. All this
generic shit I have if you want to see. Me and
there you
my
go.
sports bullshit, and that's not it. I'm bad at this.
Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this, but you guys can hit us up, TSOV Pod on Twitter. Send us an email, chris@thesoundofviolence.com. Until next time, everybody, go do something decadent. We out. Late.